Great to have in studio Josh Agers as we're going to get our monthly update on Tailgate and Tallboys. How are things going so far, Josh?
Things are going. They're progressing nicely. I mean, obviously the big news is that Lainey Wilson had to back out. She was offered an opportunity to host the CMA Fest, which is a big deal. If it was just a chance for her to perform one night, we would have made that work. But when you get the chance to host her and Dierks Bentley together for the 3-day event, it's like, how do you say no to that? So, fortunately, almost instantaneously, we popped in Gabby Barrett, who is a pretty big powerhouse name herself with some great hits out there. So, a little bit of a wrinkle, but we're going to get through it, and Gabby's a great replacement, so we're excited about that. So.
All right, very good. Once again, the dates for this event are?
June 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's on Clinton's riverfront, and we're looking forward to it. So.
Now, one of the things we wanted to cover was how to volunteer for this.
Yeah, so that's a key, because an event like this, obviously, there's a lot of parking. There's a lot of camping areas. So we've got the riverfront camping spot. We've got primitive camping right behind the baseball stadium. And then in the pony fields, we're going to have tent camping. So a lot of different areas to cover. So we need camp hosts, people that can help with that stuff, people that can help park folks. And there's really two ways you can do it. If you're interested in bartending or you want to help in that regard, then you need to go directly to the Tailgate and Tallboys website, and there's a volunteer link, because they're going to need a copy of your photo ID, a copy of your tax forms, because you are taking home tips and bringing in monies that they want to make sure that part's squared away. So you can do that bartending directly on their Tailgate and Tallboys link, or if you want to volunteer in the other regards, reach out to Scott Madison or myself at our City of Clinton emails, where you can find us on the City of Clinton website, and let us know if you have a group that's interested in helping with pickup or cleanup, or if you want to help with parking, if you want to help with camping. Just let us know your interest, and we got a spreadsheet that we've started with individual or interested groups that want to help, and then we can help facilitate that with you guys.
I would think, like service organizations, Boy Scouts, things along those lines may be able to help you out.
Absolutely, especially with cleanup. The festival doesn't get over till midnight, and then there's that after party, which goes till about 2 a.m. for those that are way younger than I am. But there's going to be a lot of cleanup involved every day. We'll have plenty of trash cans set out, but we all know it's a festival. We understand what's going to happen. They're going to leave stuff where it lies. So we need groups to help pick that up, and we can help use that as a fundraiser for some of the groups if they're interested in trying to look at that as a fundraiser. So any groups out there, please reach out. City of Clinton website, find my link to my email, which is Joshua Eggers at cityofclintoniowa.us. I know it's a long one, but you can look me up on the City of Clinton website and find my information there. So.
Again, visiting with Josh Eggers. Now, you were saying that you guys get together every third Tuesday.
Yes.
What are those meetings like? How long do they go?
Well, the first ones were going about an hour and a half, because you're putting the police department, the fire department, the sheriff's office, the communications, Parks and Recreation, the mayor, the chamber, the MTA, the Public Works Department, and then you've got the USA Concert folks on the phone. And as we all know, so the social media meetings aren't the best anyway, because you never know when somebody starts talking and somebody else starts talking, so that always kind of delays things. But really just kind of getting a handle on what this thing has been about. And then the more you talk and the more you start to understand, you figure out where you're going to put your stuff. Like, where's the command post going to be? Where's your EMS tents going to be? How is your police and fire going to get in and out of the festival space? Where are people going to park that's pedestrian parking versus staff parking versus volunteer parking? Which street closures are you going to have? So a lot of those things are starting to really kind of hone in. We've got a pretty good draft of a map, not something we're quite comfortable sharing with the media just yet, because we don't want to mislead anybody, but we've pretty much got it narrowed down to 2 entrances to the festival by foot. And that's 9th Avenue North, right by Wendy's and the boat ramp. You can walk in there, or 2nd Avenue South, which is right by Hardee's. So you'll walk in by Hardee's, by the pickleball court, and then that actually will take you right to the entrance to the entire festival space. Every other access to Riverfront will be closed for either EMS or support teams or artists to get their caravans in as well.
Interesting.
Yep.
Parking layouts was one thing we wanted to cover today as well. Fill us in on that.
Yeah, so there'll be some prepaid parking options, which will be prime. They're on the east side of the tracks. So the Ponyfield parking lot there, that'll be prepaid. And in order for you to access that, you'll also have to come in at 9th Avenue North. You'll park in that, and then you'll loop right back out that 9th Avenue North as soon as the festival's over. So the second lot, once that one fills, will be the one across from Happy Joe's. That'll be another prepaid lot. So the third prepaid lot would be Clinton Park, and then all of the shuttle parking will be on Lincoln Way. So that's the one where if you're from out of town, don't know where you're going, we'll have plenty of signage and light trailers to help show you where you're supposed to go. You'll park there, and then the MTA will shuttle you back and forth. What's been great is we've had an opportunity to reach out to our friends from Fulton, and they are interested in utilizing their parking spaces, and they're talking about hiring a company to shuttle back and forth to Fulton. So that alleviates even more congestion if they're able to pull that off. Actually, I'm meeting with them today at 12:30 to kind of finalize that, but then we'll loop all the buses at a drop-off and pickup zone, and you'll be talking 50, 60 people at a time getting to and from the festival, as opposed to having everybody just trying to drive their car right down, on top of the festival space is a huge opportunity. So
We kind of covered this a little bit, but riverfront closures.
Yep.
Go on.
Riverfront closures, like I was alluding to, 9th Avenue North, open for pedestrian. It's open for vehicular traffic for prepaid parking only. 9th Avenue North is also where any of our current boat slip renters will have access to that frontage road that kind of goes down by the Candlelight. They'll get a placard that'll get them through the checkpoint. They'll be able to get to their boat slips still, but they will not be able to get to the festival unless they have a ticket. So that's all of 9th Avenue North. 6th Avenue North by the Lumber King Stadium, EMS and artist support only. That's the only thing that will be coming in and out of there. 2nd Avenue South will strictly be pedestrian walk-in only. That's the main channeling point to get everybody into the festival. 3rd Avenue South closed. That'll be the bus loop only. There will still be access to the post office from 2nd Street. Obviously, that's not something that we can close down. But anything beyond that to get to the riverfront will be closed. 5th Avenue South, 6th Avenue South, all closed. So really, if you want to get to the festival, by foot is your 99% best chance to get there, unless you have prepaid parking.
All right, very good. The Lumber Kings, of course, members of the Prospect League. Are
Yeah.
they going to be out of town during those 3
They are,
days?
yeah, yep.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. And it took some conversations ahead of this entire event, with the Showboat Theater cast group, with the Lumber Kings and Ted. So just to kind of try to get this information out as soon as possible. And it really is, it's a very difficult thing to pick a date, right? Because there's always something. So we want to try to be the least amount of intrusive as we could. We worked with different organizations. They've all been very, accommodating and trying to help because they understand the gravity of what this festival will bring. So few hurdles to get through to make it work, but everybody seems to be on board, and they're all, all hands on deck trying to make it happen. So, and Ted's been in our meetings. He's been helping out and offered up some ideas. So we're glad to have him on board and, really working together to make this community event the best it can be.
Outstanding. Now, how are ticket sales coming along, John?
Ticket sales are good, and I think they're really going to start ramping up here because we're about to launch a bar promo. We're looking towards the first part of March. So all the participating bars that signed up for this will get their own distinct promo code specific to their bar. Every ticket that is bought from that bar's promo code counts towards that the ticket sale total for that bar, and the bar that sells the most tickets will get naming rights to the GA bar at the festival. So we've got 14 bars that signed up for it. So whichever bar, when they get their promo code, sells the most tickets from their code, boom, they get to name the GA.
Wow.
And a little bit of a secret too, and some of these bars may not know it yet, but if they sell more than 500 tickets and they're the winner, they're going to get their own VIP deck.
Outstanding.
So it is, yep. So
how much of this is consuming your time, Josh?
125%. It truly, honestly, everybody says they're busy, right? Everybody, you talk to anybody that works anywhere, oh yeah, I'm so busy. We're all busy, right? Everybody's busy. This has been, for me, next level, almost like second full-time job type of busy. Mm-hmm. Just the amount of calls you're fielding, starting right away in the morning. You do your normal work day, working this in after hours nonstop, just people reaching out about camping or working with the USA Concerts crew about some questions that you've been, brought up to, you want to get an answer to. So, but it is what it is. Yeah. It's such a great community effort, and I'm happy to do it, and it's going to be great.
Is Scott kind of fielding the same sort of questions
Absolutely.
that you are?
Yeah, yep.
Now, how often do you guys get together? I would imagine you talk daily.
We talk daily, yeah. And it could be sometimes just to vent, or it could be just to, ask a question that maybe one person remembers that the other one don't, or if it's, just, whatever, like a ticket option or meeting with the sponsor or whatever, which we're meeting again tonight at 5 o'clock with our sponsorship team. We got a couple folks out there that have really been helping us out with that, kind of pounding the pavement, knocking on some doors that Scott and I haven't been able to get to, so we can focus on some of the higher level asks, if you will, because it's a large sponsor budget we're looking at. So we need all the hands we can get to kind of help make this work, and they've done a great job. They've brought in several different sponsors, and we're thankful to have them. So tonight we'll kind of meet up with them, just kind of check with them, see how they're doing, see if we're missing anybody or if there's anybody else we need to reach out to. And then ultimately those that we can't get to, we'll probably just mail the information so they have it, because I think we got a list from the chamber alone. There's 440 businesses, and just to try to get FaceTime with all of them, it's not realistic. So
we're going to catch up with you again in a month on March 23rd. We're going to talk more about ticket sales. We'll get a complete artist rundown and kind of reminder to the local businesses what to expect when this comes to town.
Yep. One thing to say on that, if there's enough time, we did
Yes.
meet with the Clinton Herald and their executive committee, and one of the concerns they talked about was the downtown area and the parking, because it is 2-hour limited parking. So our intent is to keep every parking ordinance in place, and what we're going to do is look at putting additional placard signage on downtown 5th Avenue South to make sure that people know hey, this is not festival parking. So we want to make sure that the business owners know we are looking out for their best interests, and our intention is not to have that to be a parking space for the festival. We know people are going to do what they want to do, but if we get a chance we can get in there and tow them out, then so be it. It's just it is what it is.
This is year one, and again, it's a 3-year commitment.
For now. Yep.
For now.
Hoping to grow on that. Yep.
And again, if people want to find out more information or purchase tickets, how can they do that, Josh?
Yes, go to Tailgate and Tallboys on the website, or once these bar promos start coming out, look for those QR codes. We're hoping here in the next week and a half that you're going to start seeing that. And there's discounts to those codes too. So if you buy from those bars, they get to sell the ticket, but you get the discounted price.
Okay, well, let us know when that is taking place.
Yep,
then,
we'll
okay?
do.
All right, Josh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Checking the weather now, presented by Citizens First Bank.
Cranking up the wind machine today, but at least we get some sunshine back. A little bit later, temperatures will be falling into the low 30s this afternoon with gusts up to 40 miles an hour. We'll go mostly cloudy tonight, temperatures dropping into the teens. And for Friday, clouds continue, highs near freezing. With your Storm Track 8 forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
Overcast skies, 34 degrees. Again, west winds up around 15, 20 miles an hour. Our update brought to you by Citizens First Bank.
Everything is expensive. Gas, groceries,